dust settle because Jesus Christ, this was mental. Okay, so by now we've all seen the latest trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA, so let's talk about it. As a community, we all pretty much knew that we were going to get something ZA related, but what came, well, what came can only be described as something. The present started off as it usually does, giving information about current and upcoming mobile games, new TCG sets, and spin-off games such as Unite, Pokemon Go, and the TCG, etc. Then we were hit with what we had all been eagerly awaiting since 11 months ago. Yes, 11 months. A brand new Pokemon Legends ZA trailer. Woo boy, here we go. Straight away we get a close-up of what the protagonist looked like and...
oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the...
Jesus Christ. Why on earth did Game Freak think it was a good idea to put a fedora on this guy? I mean, hey, I'm sure there's people that watch my videos that wear fedoras, and more power to you. It just wouldn't be my personal choice. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be. Other than the fedora, they seem to be rocking a green jacket, which I actually rate so highly. I really like that. And then a standard Pokemon logo as the crest. I mean, that's pretty cool. I like that. The blue belt on the guy is pretty cool as well. I like the coloration. It's pretty cool. But that damn fedora, god damn it. We straight away cut to the protagonist running through Kalos, and straight away, the first thing that I notice is the different clothing. Normally people would be looking at the buildings and, you know, the massive Lumiose tower that's right in front of us. But no, I was looking straight at the character because of what it's wearing. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to customize characters fully, but from what I can see, that jacket looks a bit better than the green one. Although I do like the green one, I'm glad that customization is a possibility in these games. Another thing to take away from this snippet is that the Pokemon Center seems to be an open field, sort of like Scarlet and Violet, where you don't actually have to enter a building to actually heal your Pokemon or go to the box, that sort of thing. I think that's a neat design change, treating Pokemon centers as more of a stall rather than a store. It makes it feel a bit more open, and I kind of rate it. I like it a lot. In the next snippet, we see some NPCs, a runner, Get a Life, and some more of what I was talking about earlier, where you don't actually have to enter the Pokemon Center, it's more like a stall sort of thing. We then cut to some sort of shopping mall, where there seems to be various shops and a Pokeball chandelier hanging from the top. All the NPCs seem like NPCs, except for the one on the left here with the green dress. She just sort of looks out of place, so she might be one of the characters that we have to interact with in this portion of the game. I have no idea, but she looks different, okay? We then cut to how the wild encounters are gonna work in this game. Now, before this trailer, people were really speculating on how they were gonna make this game work if it was solely based in Kalos. With this trailer, we now know that there are gonna be wild areas like in Sword and Shield. However, these are gonna be slightly more restricted than in Sword and Shield because they take place within literally the same city. I have faith in Game Freak that it's not gonna feel squashed in terms of the map. I've seen a lot of people say that because it solely takes place in Kalos and that wild encounters will solely be caught in Lumiose, it may feel a bit restricted. But like I say, I truly have faith in Game Freak that these wild areas really will feel like you're just traveling through the map, but it'll be on a much grander scale, as you can see from the trailer. We get a few shots of previous Pokemon like Chloritza, Furfrou, Sandals traveling through the ground, and then the big reveal of the starters. I'm gonna be real with you guys, and I'm really sorry if I offend people here. I hate the start. No, it's not. On a serious note, I really like this starter selection. Now, I'll be the first to tell you that Chikorita is ass. Like, I hate Chikorita with a passion. I think it was great in the anime. Like, I have fond memories of it in the anime. But let's be real, in-game, you never chose Chikorita. You either chose Totodile or Cyndaquil. But because it is a starter in this game, I know full well that Game Freak are going to give this thing a regional form or a Mega Evolution, and it is going to be crazy. It may even make me like Chikorita. I don't know. Maybe it will. I don't know. As for Tepig, great choice. I'm a Gen 5 fanboy, so having my little round boy in the starter selection is great. And Totodile, I've never really been a massive fan, but I've never really hated it. But I think it's genius from Game Freak introducing 2 Generation 2 starters into this ZA lineup. No one predicted that, and I mean no one. But you guys know who I'm picking. Look at this boy go! The next little snippet that we get is Chikorita attacking a Bunnelby in the same form of battle style as Legends Arceus. We see that even if we knock the Pokemon out, we can still throw the Pokeball, which, to be honest, is amazing. I know the shiny hunters out there are screaming at this saying thank goodness, and if there is any way to nuzlocke this game, this might have to be a rule break. We then see some form of fast travel up to the rooftops of Lumiose, some crazy parkour with our character and Rotom phone. I don't know if that's how a phone works. I might give it a try actually. Hold up.
Parkour! Parkour! Michael, parkour! Michael, parkour!
Then we're introduced to what seems to be the rivals of this game. Depending on what gender you pick at the start of the game, depends on the rival's gender as well, from what we can see anyways. What happens next is absolutely crazy. We are shown what battles will look like within Pokemon Legends ZA. You can quite literally tell your Pokemon to dodge. Hello? Hold on. Whoa. What in the Ash Ketchum did I just see? Yes, you can tell your Pokemon to dodge. Well, you can control your character to try and make your Pokemon dodge, then attack whenever you want. Pokemon Legends ZA doesn't follow the normal formula of turn-based battles. Instead, you can attack whenever you want and try to dodge the incoming attacks from the opponent's Pokemon. I am so hyped for this, and if you're not hyped for Legends ZA, all I can say is just wait for Generation 10, because if this mechanic is implemented into Generation 10, we could be in for a crazy ride. But for now, let's appreciate Legends ZA and taking these risks. I really appreciate, this sort of mechanic. It's amazing. I love to see it. One thing I don't like is how Totodile is destroying Tepig right now. That can stop, please. The next reveal is the return of Mega Evolution, which we all knew was coming. We see the trainer combining with Lucario to Mega Evolve, then some short snippets of previous Mega Evolutions that we've seen throughout the years, getting ready to battle. We're then introduced to some new characters in Vinny and Jet, and my boy who I was hoping to return. And guys, can I just say real quick, my predictions have been near spot on. Please go and watch this video before I even continue, please, for the love of God. I predicted that Mega Evolution would be returning within the next 2 or 3 years, and I also mentioned AZ being referenced in Area Zero. Yeah, it's a wild video. Please go and check it out. It's great. Or stay here and watch the rest of this video and drop a like and maybe subscribe if you haven't already. That'd be great. We then cut to a Zygarde Doge form looking at Lumiose Tower, and if we have to collect those slimes, which I'm pretty sure we will have to, I'm not ready for that. And last but not least was this crazy little ending teaser. You're sat in a dark room just waking up from a dream, and Rotom phone just happens to appear in front of you. It flips to a screen saying this is a promotion match announcement. A neon Lumiose Tower then appears with a Pokemon on top, and this could mean anything. I've seen a bunch of theories on what this could actually mean, and I'm happy to go into those in another video. But let's take a look at the extended look at Pokemon Legends ZA. In this video, we get a short look at all the characters that were introduced, such as our two rivals, Urbane or Tawny. We have a short snippet of AZ, and then Vinny and Jet, who are definitely the good guys in this story. We get a little sneak peek into how the wild zones will work, and I'm okay with this. I see a lot of people trashing on the game because of its graphics and saying, well, this literally looks worse than Scarlet and Violet. And while I can't say that it's an improvement graphics wise, I can definitely say that mechanics wise, it's so much more involving. The thing that Legends Arceus did so well is that it was immersive. I genuinely felt like I was a Pokemon character that actually went back in time and had to deal with the past. And although I'm a bit disappointed that this isn't the same theme for Pokemon Legends ZA, I'm happy that they kept the core mechanics of being able to move around whilst trying to battle a Pokemon and just keeping that same vibe. I feel like this vibe is just completely the same. We then see a bit more in-depth analysis of how battles will work, especially on like rooftops. Yeah, powered on a rooftop. That sounds like a great idea, guys. And a little bit more Mega Evolution information. I am a little bit disappointed that we didn't get any Mega Evolution reveals in this trailer, but it's still early days, although it has been almost a year, Game Freak. And at the end of it all, we do confirm that it's coming in late 2025, which we pretty much already knew, but I was really hoping for a reveal date here. Oh well, there's always another year, right? All in all, I think Pokemon Legends ZA looks good. There is quite a bit of time before it's actually released, so I do think there's a bit of buffing to do and a bit of perfecting, but that's down to Game Freak. Regardless, we're all gonna buy it anyways, right? Let me know what you think of the Pokemon Legends ZA trailer, and if you have any hopes for Mega Evolutions, mechanics, storylines, just anything in general. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.